Hello, everyone. All right. Well, I want to come at this tool from a little bit of a different direction because there's some of you that are really struggling with this tool, and the keyword planner tool is critical to this class. Um, First off, I would ask you to please spend more time doing research and look past the obvious. Um, there was some concerns because on this, as you look at keyword planner here, the two boxes are side by side. Well, in the video Kent Lundeen does for our class, Brother Lundeen does for our class, the two boxes are top and bottom. He talks about using the top box or the bottom box. Well, here they're side by side. Well, the thing is, it does not matter if they're side by side, top or bottom, diagonal. If you were to look, you would see that the contents is the same. It's just where Google puts them. Google is constantly testing. That's what you do online is you constantly test to see what is working best for your visitors. And so you may come tomorrow, they may be diagonal, who knows? They just change all the time. So you can't just look at is it in the same position on the screen? You're going to have to look and do the research to find out what it is. And where things are. There's a lot that you guys can do, and I would ask you to spend a little bit of time, more time, and I know some of you have, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help once you've done some research, but you want to look at it very carefully because it's not always just if it's not in the same position, then that means it doesn't work. No, they may have just changed the position. The boxes now may be side to side. Now, what we got to do here is he talks about this. He says we got to go in and we got to create, and last week's assignment was to go determine chess and snowboards. Now, some people say, well, I don't have snowboards in my country, so I don't know what keywords to search for. Well, I've never touched a snowboard myself. I've never been on a snowboard, but I can watch snowboard videos on YouTube. I can also research snowboarding on Google or Yahoo or Safari or any search engine. The internet will teach you everything about anything that you want, which is good and bad. But you can learn all about snowboarding even if you live in Hawaii in the tropical area. It doesn't matter. You can learn about anything wherever you are. Now, if there's no searches for snowboarding or there's very few searches for snowboarding in your part of the world, well, then that probably wouldn't be a good decision to go with that. So you would probably want to choose chess. So it's okay if there's not very many searches because you live in a part of the world where there's no snow. Well, then odds are you probably wouldn't want to go with snowboarding in your part of the world. So that's okay too. Now let's take a look at this. I want to show you how this works. First off, there's two options here. The nice thing is you can actually bounce back and forth between these two things. I'm going to show you if we click on Find New Keywords, it's going to take us here where it's going to ask for a word to start with or keywords to start with. If we come over here to search volume, then we end up being like what was shown earlier with Brother Lundeen, and he uses ukuleles. Now, ukuleles is a stringed guitar or a stringed instrument like a guitar. In this case, we're just going to use the term guitar, and we're just going to click Get Started. When we do that, it takes us to this one here. Well, this is great because this shows us our impressions and our clicks, our keyword, our average cost if we had unlimited money to spend during the next month period. So for next month of October, we could expect to spend about $17,600 if we had an unlimited amount of money, and we would get about this many clicks and this many impressions. Now that is a very rough estimate. Do not plan on that. That is just purely a guess based on historical figures. So that's a good start, but we need 10 keywords. That's only one. Well, over here on this side, you see where it says keyword ideas? Just click up there, keyword ideas. Now let's type in that word guitar again, okay? and click Get Results. Now this time when we click Get Results, here it comes up with a list of all kinds. It found 733 keywords related to guitars. Here's the number of searches that they normally get. Here's the competition level. Are they high competition, low competition, medium competition? All kinds of information. Now you'll notice only one of them is in my plan right now, and I've got to have 10 keywords, but I'm just going to, for the sake of this, I'm going to pick 3. Okay, I'm going to pick bass guitars. I'm going to say I sell Les Paul guitars. And I'm going to say I also sell, let's say I sell Yamaha guitars. Okay. So what I want to do is I pick those, so I need to come over and I need to add them to the plan. Don't forget this. You have to add them to the plan. Okay, now they're all in my plan. Now, note, you see this average monthly searches. If you use this number for any assignment in this class, you will lose points. Let me repeat that again. That's very important. If you use the average monthly searches number, this 10,000 to 100,000, the 1 million to 10 million, any of these range numbers, these solid numbers, these 10,000, 1,000, 1 million, any of these numbers for any assignment in this class for this semester, you will lose points. That is the wrong number to use. Do not use that number. We want impressions, okay? We don't want average monthly searches. I'm going to show you where you get that right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and come back over on the site and click on keywords. When you do that, it's going to show you the keywords from your plan, which is exactly what we did. Over here we have our keyword ideas. We have some in our plan. We're going to come now over here to our keywords in our plan, and here are our keywords. Here are the impressions. This is the number that you will use for your assignments, for your projects. When it asks for impressions, this is what it's looking for. Is we want that numbers, these numbers right here, not that 1 million to 10 million number that it was trying to tell you to use. Okay, don't use that. You're going to use impressions. Now here's your impressions: clicks, cost, click-through rate, average cost per click, and then your keyword. Now, if we look at the assignment, here's the instructions for, or the spreadsheet that you're supposed to fill out, something similar for last week's assignment. You notice it's asking for keywords, which you have right here. You're asking for the monthly impressions, which you have right here in this column. And it's asking you for the competition level. Well, for competition level, now what you're going to do is you're going to come back over here. You're going to come up to historical metrics. Click there. Now it's going to show those same keywords, but now, of course, it shows the average monthly searches, which you're not using that number, but it shows you your competition. In this case, all 4 of them have high competition. Now, we know some are low, medium, and high, but in this case, these 4 all have high competition. So now I can get my keywords. I can get my competition for the keyword, and I can get my monthly impressions. Here's my keyword, here's my competition, and then come back over here to forecasts, and there is my impressions for the keywords, okay? So that is how you do it. Now, I don't need to know anything about snowboards, you would still be able to find your 10 keywords by coming up here to keyword ideas. You know, another one is, you know, grass skirts. I don't know anything about a grass skirt, but I could come up here if I wanted to do a website on it, and it would tell me here are some other keywords that are similar to grass skirts that I may want to look at. A hula skirt, a Hawaiian grass skirt, Hawaiian costume. You know, so there's all kinds of information. You could pick some out here, add them to your plan, go over to keywords. You could look at the actual impressions. You could look at the competition. There's all kinds of things you can do. So that is how you're going to use this this keyword planner tool to be able to accomplish what you need to do. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you. Bye.